Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we're plunging headfirst into one of the most vibrant cities out there, Bangkok. I mean, just picture it, this metropolis of incredible contrast, right? You've got the buzz of street markets, all those amazing smells and sounds, and then these sleek, modern skyscrapers just towering over everything. It really has this unique energy. But have you ever actually wondered what grabs people's attention on Instagram in a city that dynamic? So our mission today is to unpack the content themes that are, really resonating with Instagram users in Bangkok. We're using insights from some recent research. The idea isn't just to list what they're posting, but really dig into why it matters. How does it connect to the city's culture and maybe even these bigger post-pandemic shifts we're seeing everywhere? We're going to explore this really interesting mix of ambitious work culture, city life, and these new values popping up in Bangkok's digital world. AK, let's get into it.
Yeah, and it's fascinating, isn't it, how these online trends kind of give you a direct look into the city's soul. Understanding these themes, it's almost like a shortcut to feeling the pulse of Bangkok. You get a real sense of what people there actually value and aspire to. It's definitely about more than just pretty pictures. It's reflecting these deeper cultural shifts happening online moment by moment.
That's a great way to put it. And diving right in, our first big theme, well, that's something I think a lot of us can relate to, especially in busy cities. This search for work-life balance and wellness. It's actually kind of amazing that even in Bangkok, a city known globally for its hustle, its nonstop pace, content about wellness and mental health, it's just huge right now.
Yeah.
You see young professionals trying to navigate this intense environment, clearly looking for ways to carve out me time and avoid burnout. So we're seeing a lot of engagement with posts that offer real practical ways to unwind. Things like yoga classes, meditation apps, lists of healthy cafes, or even just a quick reel showing someone taking a quiet moment, like having coffee before the city wakes up. The research pointed to examples like, say, an entrepreneur sharing their weekend routine, or maybe a co-working space showing off its meditation corner. Stuff like that really taps in to that need for calm, and users are definitely interacting, tagging friends in motivational posts, saving lists like top 5 healthy cafes. Anything that helps manage life in the concrete jungle seems to get traction.
And if we zoom out a bit, this trend isn't just about showing off healthy habits. It's really about acknowledging the stress that comes with modern life, offering relatable, genuine tips. It definitely connects to that broader post-pandemic focus on well-being.
Right.
It's about being honest about the struggles, but also showing ways to find relief. Could be spa days, fitness groups, even digital detox advice. Which kind of raises an interesting point. How does a platform like Instagram, which often feels very curated, actually help with genuine well-being? The research suggests authenticity is key, offering real value that connects with people's actual daily lives, not just aspirational stuff.
That authenticity really is the crucial bit, isn't it? It does make you wonder, though. In a city like Bangkok, which can be quite image-conscious, is there a risk of wellness just becoming another performance online? Or do you think this online focus actually translates into people taking better care of themselves in the real world?
That's a really good question. I think the research suggests it's probably a mix. But the demand for that genuine, actionable content, that points to something deeper. People aren't just looking to see wellness. They seem to be looking for ways to achieve it. And you see that in the comments, right? It often goes beyond just nice picture to asking for recommendations, sharing experiences. That suggests a real-world connection.
Okay, that makes sense. So let's shift gears a bit to something else that's super visible and deeply felt. Urban lifestyle and city pride. How are Bangkokians using Instagram to express love for their city? Because it seems like there's immense passion there. Instagram really becomes this vibrant canvas showcasing the city's character, its vibe, its soul.
Oh, absolutely. You see just an explosion of content around street food adventures, which, let's be honest, is practically a religion there.
Totally.
Finding treasures at night markets, those incredible skyline sunsets, even the sort of beautiful chaos of a tuk-tuk ride, that's pure Bangkok.
Yeah, that organized mayhem.
Both the locals and expats really jump on content that captures the city's energy and its incredible mix.
You might see a post showing, say, a super modern building right next to an ancient temple. That contrast really tells the story of Bangkok.
Exactly. And those images, often with hashtag Bangkok or hashtag Amazing Thailand, they spark comments like, oh, I know that place, or that's my street. Creates connection.
And it's not just the pretty views, right? Practical stuff works too.
Yeah.
Like those funny reels about trying to squeeze onto the BTS Sky Train.
Relatable content.
Or photo series about hidden neighborhood spots and food and coffee. Massive. Trendy brunch places, classic street eats, latte art, it all does incredibly well. Sparks real conversations.
And what's really interesting here is how this content builds a kind of collective story. By celebrating all these different sides of Bangkok life, the food, the fashion, the nightlife, the scenery, it helps everyone, locals and expats alike, feel plugged into the city's pulse. It's like building community through shared visuals, reinforcing that sense of belonging and pride in what makes Bangkok, Bangkok.
It really is like a visual conversation across the city. Which leads us nicely into the next theme, which feels connected to that belonging idea. Community and collaboration. So how does Instagram act as a hub for bringing people together in Bangkok? Because networking seems pretty key there, both professionally and socially.
Yeah, it's fundamental. So content that highlights those social connections, people working together, that really strikes a chord.
You see examples like a co-working space sharing photos from a networking event, or maybe an entrepreneur tagging their whole team in a post about a success. Those get a lot of positive engagement.
Right, people celebrating together.
And collaboration itself is a big theme. Maybe artists painting a mural together, or two startups partnering on something new. People seem to genuinely love seeing that cooperative spirit.
It definitely fosters that sense of belonging. Seeing posts about creator meetups or startup demo days makes people feel part of something bigger. And brands are smart about this too, using user-generated content or UGC, like sharing a member's post about their space that feels really authentic.
Yeah, much more real.
Companies also use it to show their culture. Behind-the-scenes stuff, team outings, volunteer days, even just having fun at the office. It makes the brand feel more human, which really appeals to younger workers in Bangkok who value that camaraderie and shared purpose.
That's so true. It makes the company seem less like faceless corporation.
Exactly. And thinking bigger picture, this theme really taps into those collectivist aspects of Thai culture, just translated for the digital age, that idea of we're in this together.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder, how does seeing all this collaboration online actually strengthen real-world connections? Especially for young people in a big, sometimes isolating city, it suggests these platforms aren't just for showing off, they can actually reinforce community bonds.
That's a really powerful insight. Digital amplifying culture. Okay, moving to our final core theme, one that really speaks to Bangkok's economic energy,
Right.
entrepreneurial drive, and self-improvement. This was for the ambitious folks listening. It taps right into Bangkok's booming startup scene, the freelancers. There's this real hunger for growth.
Definitely. Motivational content, educational stuff about entrepreneurship, productivity tips, personal development, it's incredibly popular.
People seem to actively follow local mentors or inspirational figures, sharing practical, bite-sized advice. Content that feels like it's actually for them, for their journey.
Tailored advice.
And posts about startup successes or even honest stories about failures like what I learned from my first failed business. Those can generate tons of saves and comments. People are genuinely looking for knowledge and real talk.
Yeah, that authenticity again. And practical skill-building content too. Design tips, info on coding boot camps, language learning apps. Huge audience for that among the city's ambitious youth. It resonates because it offers tangible value. It fuels that desire people have to improve, to succeed in what can be a tough but exciting environment.
Right. Even accounts that aren't strictly business-focused share motivational quotes or career tips, and those get shared widely in stories.
And the key, consistently, seems to be local relevance. Bangkok users connect more with practical tips or inspiration that feels grounded in their reality. A quote from a respected Thai CEO might hit home way harder than something generic from a global celebrity.
Makes sense. More relatable.
So what's really compelling here is how Instagram becomes this direct channel for practical knowledge and inspiration. It's actively fueling that drive to improve and succeed. It's not just passive scrolling. People are looking for tools and motivation for their own journeys. It's this interesting intersection of aspiration and accessibility, valuable insights in easy to digest formats. Almost like a pocket mentor.
A pocket mentor, I like that. So if we pull all these threads together, the wellness focus, the city pride, the community building, the self-improvement drive, what's the common denominator? What makes content truly engage people in Bangkok? There seems to be a pretty strong, consistent theme running through it all.
Yeah, the research is quite clear on this. Content performs best when it genuinely serves the audience in Bangkok. That means either offering real, practical value for their lives or careers, making them feel understood in their daily challenges, or amplifying the positive aspects, the unique energy of living and working there. The core thread across everything is basically relatability and positivity, offering something genuinely useful or uplifting. Which really poses a broader question, doesn't it? In this incredibly saturated digital world, how crucial is it for content to genuinely connect with people's lived experiences and hopes, to go beyond just grabbing attention for a second and actually, contribute something meaningful?
That's a fantastic question for anyone creating content anywhere, really. So just to recap our deep dive today, we've seen how Instagram users in Bangkok are engaging deeply with wellness and balance, celebrating their amazing city with pride, building strong online communities and collaborations, and really pushing themselves with entrepreneurial energy and self-improvement. Hopefully, this has given you some aha moments about the digital heartbeat of Bangkok, and maybe even spark some thoughts about how these trends might play out in your own area or interest.
Absolutely. And maybe a final thought to leave you with. Considering how strongly these themes, well-being, pride, community growth resonate in Bangkok, what does that tell us about the fundamental human desires shaping our digital lives everywhere across all cultures today? It's definitely something worth thinking about as we all navigate this connected world.